Two officers burst into the bank, guns close to their hips, eyes locked on one man. Darius. No warning, no questions. Within seconds he was face down, cuffed, and dragged out in front of stunned customers. His crime? Depositing his own paycheck. Hours later, inside a federal building, he would learn the truth not from police, but from an unexpected call that would flip everything upside down. What started as a routine bank visit turned into a national scandal. This is the story they tried to dismiss but couldn't silence. Comment your city if you're watching. Darius Coleman had always played by the rules. A 32-year-old software engineer, he lived a quiet life in a modest Chicago neighborhood, clocking in 9 to 5 and helping his mom on weekends. On this particular Tuesday, he wore his usual button-down and slacks, headed to the bank on his lunch break to deposit a bonus check, something he'd worked years to earn. The sun filtered through the glass doors as he stepped inside, calm and focused, nodding politely at the teller. It was just another errand, just another day. But behind the counter, eyes lingered longer than normal. A manager whispered something under her breath, glancing at him like he didn't belong. Darius didn't notice, not yet. He had no idea that within minutes he'd be surrounded by police, accused, interrogated, and humiliated. What should that have been a proud milestone was about to become a nightmare he couldn't wake up from. Darius stood patiently at the teller window, sliding his signed check across the counter. The teller's smile vanished when she saw the amount, nearly $12,000. Just a moment, she said, disappearing into the back. Darius shifted his weight, checking the time. His lunch break was ticking away. A second employee peeked around the corner, whispered something, then quickly disappeared. He felt the shift in the room before he saw its employees watching, whispering, the air tightening like a noose. Then the sirens. Two police officers stormed through the front doors, hands resting on holstered weapons. Step away from the counter, one barked. Confused, Darius raised his hands, blinking under the sudden weight of everyone's stares. Is there a problem? He asked, heart pounding. The officers didn't answer. They grabbed his arm, twisted it behind his back, and cuffed him right there, while customers gasped and staff kept their distance. No weapons, no threats. Just a black man in a bank, he thought. Humiliated and terrified, they shoved him outside, ignoring his ID and pay stubs now scattered across the bank floor. In the back of the squad car, Darius stared at the blurred cityscape speeding past. He wasn't being taken to the station. He was being taken somewhere else, and no one was telling him why. Darius was dragged into a gray federal building. No explanation, no phone call. Inside, an agent slammed a folder onto the table. Tell us where you got the check. Darius's voice cracked as he repeated, it's my bonus. I earned it. They didn't listen. Hours passed. No lawyer, no rights read, just suspicion thick as smoke. Then the door burst open. A new agent walked in, silent, holding a phone. One look, everything changed. He handed Darius the phone. It was his company's CEO. Furious, release him now. Turns out, someone at the bank had flagged the check as fraudulent because they couldn't believe a black man could earn that much. The room went quiet. Too quiet. Darius stared at them, trembling not with fear now, but rage. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This was the system working exactly as it was built. If this moment hit you, hit that like button, it matters. Darius was released with no charges, no apologies, just a cold, you're free to go. But freedom meant something different now. He walked out of that building the same man, but the world saw him differently and he knew it. The trust he once had in the system was shattered. His name had been flagged, his dignity stripped, all because someone saw his skin before his humanity. The bonus he worked so hard for, deposited the next day. Quietly, no headlines, no justice. But Darius didn't stay silent. He shared his story and it spread like wildfire. Because this wasn't about one man in one bank, it's about a country where wealth can still look suspicious if you're black. So, what would have happened if the CEO hadn't picked up the phone? If this story moved you, share it and don't forget to subscribe for more.